All right. Hello. How's it going? How y'all doing? Welcome to another mixing tutorial. As always, please let me know if things are weird cuz I want to know if things are weird, and so I'm counting on all of y'all to be my eyes and ears, as weirdness seems to be an inseparable part of mixing overall. So yeah, this is gonna be a quick one. I'm not gonna stay for long, but I thought to get kind of the drum mix more or less out of the way on this one. So let's do a wee sound check. Nope, I can already see that that's not working, even though my sample rate is good. Maybe I'll mute some stuff. Nope. What a lovely thing to happen. Nope, still it's weird. I'm just gonna mute some stuff to get processing back. Yeah, this is the issue we're having. So I'm trying to stream mixing, and as soon as I start streaming mixes, things start to go wrong. So let's try one more time. All right. So now it's sounding like it's kind of working. Oh, hi, Xavi. Sounding glitchy. Hopefully it sounds okay now, but yeah, thanks for letting me know. I think it's gonna be okay now. Yeah, I think that's sounding okay now. If it started getting weird, I guess I don't know. We'll call it a day, and I'll stop doing what I do. um, yeah. So the other day I was thinking about how I'm kind of processing my drums, and I thought this song is gonna get congested. Let's go for a short kick. So now our kick is very short. So yeah, our kicks are now very short. That's actually a bit too short. It's a bit clicky. It's still a bit clicky. I want to give it a little bit of a look ahead, but I know what'll happen if I do that. It may. So yeah, our kick in is very beatery, and this gives us a little bit of sub. Maybe we can give it a little more with a little bit of R bass. So you can tune R bass to the key of your song if you want. That's kind of one way of doing it. So let's give that a go. So let's see. I can do this with some math, but I'm just gonna do it with non-math. So our key is C. So maybe I can tune my R bass to 65.41. 65 is alright. Oh, hello, Smudge. How you doing? Good to have you here. And Smudge from Mastering in the Box in the house. Okay, let's do some snareage. So again, I'm gonna go for a kind of short snare. And then we can get this one a little extra room to shine, which we're already doing. So now let's do our snare. Top and bottom, let's EQ them together. And I should use my fancy hotkeys for that. Shouldn't I? I said fancy hotkeys. There we go. So now I can also close this and hit my fancy hotkeys that I showed on the old Kenny Joya's channel, and I can side to side EQ my snares. Did I choose the wrong thing? No. Oh, you're just not active. And as always, no, yeah, I know what that feeling is like, Bruno, but I'm more or less used to them. Well, the hotkeys that I'm talking about is not to insert them, but to float them. So I have Option and F1, F2, F3, F4 to F6 to open, like to float plugins 1 to 8 of my tracks. So if I want to see like all my EQs together, I'll just hit Alt and F2 and it puts all of them together. Oh, I guess on my kick out, the gate is second. So, but it kind of puts them all together. So that makes my job easy. But also, yeah, I simplified my hotkeys for FX. So now I do just the old option and Q for EQ, then option and 1 for compressor, then I think option 2 is saturation, option 3 is multiband compressor, and so on. So now I'm glad, I'm kind of slowly getting used to them, and then I'll forget them when I stop using them. And since our snare bottom is actually a stereo track, we can do some fancy shit. Like, well, let's try it, right? And I can even do a mid here. Yeah, that's not half bad. Sorry, I meant this to be a mid. Nope. Never mind, because we got all the cymbals there. Alright, let's hear it in the context. Just getting the kick out of there. So let's see what we did to our snare top. Yeah, that's the stuff. And since we're getting a lot of that range to our bottom, I can now take it away from So now let's see what that sounds like. I can live with that, and I can now look at let's have a look at some compression action. Let's see, let's use something else. Let's use punch. I have no idea what the punch does, but I hope it punches stuff. It's a little bit I guess instead of boosting it too much, I'm gonna saturate it a little bit. That's a new thing I learned, is don't boost, saturate. Let's do tube always sounds like it's a thing you need. It's not getting what I want. Ooh, smudge. We got smudge in the house. Let's use smudge. No, well, it's cool, but it's not for this application. I tried smudge. Let's do warm tune. Still not doing much for me. Let's do heavy saturation. Nope. Gentle. I don't really feel anything. I don't feel it, man. You always gotta go too much. And now I know what I'm doing. Alright. And then for the snare bottom, I like a lot of tail. I want a taily action. I like that. That kind of slaps. Getting some overhead action. Same thing with overhead. I like a lot of bottom stuff happening. I don't know if I've become very sensitive to cymbal sounds, but I just find myself like trying to squash cymbals all the time. Too loud now. Like, it doesn't give me the feeling of a room, it just gives me the feeling of a damn cymbal fest. Don't know the context, but drums are compressed. Yeah, I mean the context is it's a dance song. Oh, de-esser on the cymbals. Sure, I'll give that a go. I guess I was gonna reach for a multi-band compressor, but yeah, I guess same diff, right? Let's try a de-esser. Because if a de-esser works, that's pretty simple. I think the one that I normally use won't work here, so let's just use the old this shit. I'm even gonna bypass this. I guess I want it. I like it gets rid of the transients of the S's, but really it's like the presence of like is what I'm trying to kind of get rid of. Well, maybe I'm just using it wrong. Let me try a little more. I guess the reason I don't like the de-esser is that I don't have attack. Really, it's like the tail I want to squash. So I want to try the old multi-band and see if that works. I'll keep the de-esser on. Now the whole thing got a little muffled, so that's the issue, right? I guess I'll do just a little bit. And maybe I can make this. Alright. Yeah, the drums are compressed to hell. Yep. I mean, they are. I know that the context of the mixes is like a crowded mix, so I am compressing them to hell. But I'll ease up a little bit. Because that will help the cymbals, I guess, if you don't. Yeah, I guess my problem with de-esser is like either I have to use it a little bit and then it kills like the transients too much and doesn't really get rid of like the wash of it all. I'm gonna set gate on snare to less than 100% on mix control. Oh, like letting a little bit of the snare through. Yeah, that's a good idea. I guess on the snare, I'm already doing this. Like I'm not fully killing. Oh, sorry, this is my kick. But I think I'm showing you the snare. Yeah, I am showing you the snare. So we get a little bit of the bottom, we just get a lot less of it, which is the same as if I had it like all the way like this and then had a little bit less wet. Or I guess we even have a dry level right here. But you see that wash really starts to creep in. I can live with this. And then it kind of comes up when the, yeah, there's something about that I'm not like in love with, but it's probably like finer details that nobody even noticed. Really where I should do this is on the snare bottom. Because it's not even picking up too much cymbal. I think my snare bottoms are too wide. let's move to toms. I never get my toms to sound good ever in my life. I've never had a tom where I was like, yeah, that's the stuff. I've always kind of played with them for an hour and then realized, like, hey, how about I replace them with a sample? Yeah, that's a little bit about me. I guess this is... That's all, actually, this one. It's not even the other one. And where do we get a little bit of this? I guess here. Normally I would choose... clinical. I guess I knew what you meant, but that is funny. Yeah, surgical versus clinical. I got clinical snare and tom depression. My mom was like, eh. Alright, that sounds how it should. Like, I don't even know, you know? I like the sound of this area. I don't like the sound of the mids of toms, I think. Or maybe that's what I do like. I'm just going nuts. I think that is what I like, actually. Would you look at that? I don't like this. That sounds loose. I'm gonna do this. I said I never liked my toms, so why would I do something I've always done instead of doing something that I've never done? So that's what I'm gonna do. And then there's a little bit of a cymbal action here. Cymbals have become the bane of my existence. Like, am I gonna miss this region? I don't think so, fellas and ladies. But hey, who we kidding? There's 0 ladies watching my channel. That's what I like. So that's what I'm gonna put there. Yeah? Yeah. I think I like this. Would you look at that? We'll make them sound like cymbals. Exactly. Oh, Matthias. How you doing? I see you comment on the forums and that. So good to have you here. Yeah, like... It kills their I feel like de-essing cymbals kills the part of them that I don't want to kill, and doesn't do anything to the part of them that I hate, which is when they create this like all over the place, and then later when you're compressing them, it goes. That's kind of what I don't like. But hey, would you look at that? I tried something new and I got to a new place. Who knew? Who knew that if you do something different than what you always do and hate, you'll get something that you may like. Like, I don't like this bit. I'm sorry. But I'm always like, oh, you gotta boost that bit. It's like, no, who said you gotta boost that bit? Don't boost that bit. In fact, I'm gonna just do some lazy, grab all this, copy it. And I guess I can just copy the plugin, huh? That's smarter. And then just like zhoof this over a little bit. You know, it worked on the tom on the rack tom on the floor, I guess it's not as easy. Like, that's what I like. I'm sorry. That part of the sound is what I dig. All the hoominess I don't like. But maybe, you know, maybe a little bit of more of a chill approach. A little bit of power is good. Who said a little bit of power never killed, yeah? I don't know what I'm doing. Do I like this bit? Who's got more of the cymbal? This, eh? I don't want that resonance. Still hear that? Whatever, nobody hears that in a mix, I guess. And then what we can do is you can boost this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something different. My right is a bit quieter. That's about the same loudness. And now let's hear it in context and be horrified. Oops. Oh, see, that sounds like shit. It's the mid boost. Yeah. Yeah, I think you gotta to answer your question, Matthias, you gotta add them, but I think if you're not subscribed to them, you won't be able to do that. I'm not sure. It works like 3 out of 5 times for me to tag people. But I guess what an organic segue to say, go subscribe to Mastering in the Box. I actually, for the first time in my life, I don't hate one of my toms, but the second tom, I need more work on that. It just sounds like I killed it. It's because of this. There you go. Whatever, man. Who cares about the cymbal sound? Nobody but you cares about that, are you? You idiot. If I just shift this over here. Now these two boosts are giving me lots of cymbal. Whatever, cymbally. What are you gonna do? Sue somebody? It's got a little bit of cymbally. Ooh, it's too much cymbal. It shows orange on your screen. Ah, okay, word, okay. So maybe that's how it works. I guess I can kind of live with this. Now this is quieter. Alright, I can live with this for a bit. Hello, Georgie. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I mean, yeah, I'm okay. Let's do this a verb print. This is a lexicon verb that we printed. I instantly hate every soloed reverb in my life. The snare really drives this. Let's do one of those fancy Dan Worrell things so that I look like I'm cool. Let's have the mid compress the sides. I honestly don't even know if I'm doing it right. Something else happened there. Hello, Cypher Sage. How you doing? Wow, look at us. We got a Sunday night gang going. It's very lovely. Ooh, now that's some character there. And why not some mid-side madness? Alright, I am so far gonna just try and live with this, but let's do some crushage. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know if I can teach per se. I guess I'd like to think of this as running experiments, cause really, like the only reason I do my music is I want to do weird things that will sometimes work and most of the time probably not, and then people will be like, "Oh, that didn't work," or "Oh, that worked." Is this even active? Nope, it's not. What are all of y'all's favorite bus compressor? I always reach for SSL, but I would love to hear some alternative thoughts there. Whoop, not input effects, dumbass. Sorry, little dumbass, ass and ass. Stupid ass. And do you also pre-EQ your crush compressor? I know I'm gonna hate the cymbal sounds going to it, so I'm just gonna preemptively do this. But that may be too much. God, I hate cymbals. If I was a drummer, I would have no cymbals. I'd just get a bunch of like cowbells and wood blocks and bells and whistles. Watching from Nigeria, cool. ADHD leveling tool, cool. Yeah, we looked at that one. It's very similar to like a LA2A or a what have you. Oh yeah, Matthias makes some cool plugins too. I think I have some of your plugins on my other Reaper because now I got two Reapers and it's getting a little bit confusing. But I kind of need to have two Reapers because I do two different things with Reaper. But that's sad. Otherwise, I could be using your plugins and you could tell me if I'm being nuts. I guess we need to first feed it some stuff before we can dial in the compressor, so let's do that. Alright, so that was too much. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, okay. I'm giving it too much. I'm giving it too much floor. Spec comp by analog compression, or by analog obsession, not Kotelnikov. Yeah, Kotelnikov is awesome. I don't also have that. I don't know what exactly happened, but one day I lost all my Tokyo Dawn Lab stuff, and then I've just not looked into it. Yeah. Well, I have Nova here, but what the fuck happened to my Kotelnikov? I don't know, and haven't looked into that. Wow, y'all are all suggesting stuff I don't have. I kind of guessed that would happen. I guess I gotta decongest it. Like, are you even Tom's? No, you're not. Goodbye. I don't even need that because I know where in the song this is, and nobody's gonna want a tail for my Tom. So that's what I'm gonna do. Joinky joinks, joinky joinks. Too much. We're sending too much. I mean, let's just face facts. Less. There's still, what are we, Reaper 6, still no mouse modifiers for this window. Come on. Yeah, Nova is awesome. Just Tokyo Dawn Labs, they seem like such a cool company. Their free stuff, like, they can easily charge for it, which applies to so many free manufacturers of stuff. All right, so let's take a step back and see where we at. There's something in the snare that's no longer there that I like, but overall I really like what we've done so far. Like, when is it in the snare that's no longer? It's here. It's not in there. I think it's in here. Could be in here. I don't know where it is, but it's no longer there, and I'm thinking it's over here. That's too much. Yeah, there we go. We got there. Oops, now I accidentally did some stuff, but not to worry. I'm doing bypass with Option Shift and F, so I can quickly do a wee A/B there. I'm going for the -23 as per suggestion of Dan Worrell, which I'm assuming everybody watched the thing. It's so nice. I feel like never before in the mixing world was there like one person everybody liked. Everybody is so like love and hate. Like, you know, like Warren Hewart. Some people love him, some people hate him. Same thing with Joey Sturgis or whatever. But Dan Worrell, just everybody loves him. So I feel like we all, it's kind of like our generation's Seinfeld. It's like, did you see that episode of Dan Worrell? Then everybody's seen it. I just realized that half of my screen isn't even visible. Isn't that annoying? Nobody, I guess, complained, but probably a lot of people noticed. That's sad. Wow, that's my whole screen. Would you look at that? You are seeing only some of what I was doing. But anyway, all right. Well, better late than never. Welcome to the whole screen. Alright, given the context of the song, it's not a Dan Worrell flick, so I'm gonna keep it at 23. I'm gonna do some real basic, not even that, I'm gonna do a basic multi-bandation. Let's see what the presets got for us. Cut through, do I want things to cut through? Do I want to reveal the room? I think I always like to reveal the room. Hello, Saeed. I don't want to reveal the room that much. Ugh, no, sorry. I guess presets don't work. This kind of does all the things that I wanted it to do. A little smack on the snare, a little less cymbal, do some stuff to the kick. I just thought it was a crap. Secrets? No, I don't have any secrets. My only secrets is I literally never know what I'm doing. That's my secret. You screwed MIDI editor transport. It's not synchronized with the main playhead. Well, let's take a quick detour and see Wagwan. Boop, 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 boop. So you got a thing here, and my playhead is here. Your playhead is not moving, I'm assuming, with the main playhead. Is that the issue? Or is it that you play and they won't? Okay, when I edit MIDI, I can only hear the track I edit, and then I have to click arrangement view to play the rest of the song. I think I have an idea what happened. So in your MIDI editor, there are a few, because there's a SWS command like that. Play, what do you call it? It's play from mouse cursor position and solo active item for the duration. So could you have accidentally assigned your play to this? Because if I do that, that exact behavior that you mentioned happens. It's a hard accident to happen, to be honest. So I don't know if that's it. What else could be the thing? Then you have to click the arrange view. So I guess the question is, if I do this and I click the arrange view, because it remains solo, so that doesn't even that doesn't even solve the problem. Only pressing stop does. So that's not one. Let's just see. This is kind of what I always do, even when I don't know what's going on. I say solo and I see toggle filter solo. That could be something. You filtered something, the filter solo is on, now you gotta get that out of the way. Or this one, script MPL solo MIDI editor active take track, right? This is actually a pretty good action. So if you have this, I have this somewhere on my toolbar. It solos whatever's active, so that's super useful. But I don't think that's your issue. Yeah, I would say, like, is it possible for any of these to accidentally have been on? Another thing overall about soloing, and sorry everybody for this detour, is that soloing in Reaper is very much something that you gotta. No, it doesn't solo the track. I mean, I would look into your routing because, like, for example, right? If I mean, I guess this is a pretty obvious example that I'm about to say, but if I like solo the master parameter from this thing and I send it over here, and this track is muted, well, this track is in effect muted as well. And the other thing is, if something is solo defeated, like this MIDI track, it won't receive the news that somebody is soloed. So you have some things like this parent track where they are not exactly like muted. They will still be open to receive signal from any of their children. And then, yeah, a track that's not sending to the master parent send, or to the master slash parent send, you gotta really watch out where it's going, because if it's going somewhere and that place is muted, it'll be muted. I don't know if this was at all helpful. It's pretty obvious point that I just made. But those are all the ideas that I have. And it not being synchronized with the main playhead, I know that. That is playhead something. Not even playhead, because Reaper calls it play cursor. That is do do boo 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 do boo do do boo boo. Or let's just go cursor. Or I think even in the action, there's the name arrange. Yeah, toggle sync to arrange view. Time is sync to arrange view, and yeah. So, wait, is that it? No, because that's a time-based thing. Is it this one? Whatever it is, on mine it's on, as you can see. But it's not any of these. That's another thing. Is it? I haven't done MIDI in a while because I'm in mixing stage. Or the other thing to do is just to go options. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. It's possible to hate Warren. Right, Warren is very nice. I think Warren is like one of the coolest, but some people don't like him. It's not as much as like with Dan Worrell. I feel like you can't talk shit about Dan Worrell. You'll get beat up. Some people don't like Warren. I don't know. I mean, what Warren teaches is very different than Dan Worrell. But what Warren teaches is like, this dude has experience. He's been given mixes a lot, and he's been around the block a few times. You know, and that's super useful. But no, I've heard so many people being like, ah, Warren Heward, me. And those are people who like want to mix hip hop and they're watching Warren Heward. And it's like, well, bro, he's mixing bands. It's a whole other thing. I'm sorry, I'm really being dumb, or I'm not seeing the thing that is something like MIDI editor cursor follows arrange. It's something like that. Whatever it is, I have it on mine, as you can see. I love Warren Heward. I just think yes, he's got so much experience, right? He's done like so many mixes, and people will complain, and people are assholes, right? Oh, it worked. All right, well, cool. All right, rock and roll. I just threw at you so many ideas that we wanted to Whoa. I just blew somebody's ear off because I need to mute these two, and I'm gonna lock them so that this doesn't happen. Yeah, Warren's awesome. Um, that said, I have noticed that Warren is subscribed to Kenny Joya and John Tidy and Mike from Let's Talk About Reaper, but he's not subscribed to me, so that breaks my heart. Synchronized transport action work. Ooh, yeah, all right, cool, rock and roll. I think it's this one basically, right? Oh no, not at all. You may think you're interrupting, but really what's happening is that I'm terrible at this, and I always look for excuses not to finish the job. All right, let's see if we're hitting the Dan World 23. Yeah, I mean, I guess I never wanted to hit 23 per se because that was for that big song. I think 24 for the context of this song is Gucci Mama. Um, but maybe we got a little too much. And hey, who's counting? Let's bring down the level a little bit. I guess nobody ever said that I can't. Oh, that doesn't work. I guess it's who's causing this stuff. I think it's you. I somehow think it's you. I think it's the room too. I think it's the toms too. It's really the crush, isn't it? So one thing you can do is you can put a limiter in front of your crush. What's the deal? Or I'll just use the compressor just so that people think that I'm cool. There we go. Do people now think I'm cool? Who knows? Oh yeah, get that beauty sleep. See you soon, buddy. Thanks for joining us. When this thing comes in that everything gets a little weird. So why not take the cowardly way out and just turn it down? Yeah. It's just all that cymbal. All that cymbal. What you gonna do with all that cymbal? I wanna try something wacky. Let's see if I can use what is it? How do you? Oh yeah, you can't spell spectral. Oh no. Okay. Let's see if we can use a little bit of the old what's its face to clean up this symbolic mess. Hey. I mean, it kills so much of it. No, it's really this that I don't want. I don't want the noise. How do you make this understand that this is not what we want? It can't really run this way. Actually, I want to use something else. I'm doing film tricks on a music track. There we go, huh? I mean, that's better. Alright, I'm doing that. And then we can just copy this. Put it on here. Do you need it? I guess you need it. Do you need it? You may not need it. No, because they haven't started playing cymbals yet. I'm straight up gonna... Straight up, next time I play with a drummer, I'm gonna ban cymbals from my next album. Hello, Bo. How you doing? I thought it'd be too late to apologize, or too late at night in Europe. But we got lots of, because I think Matthias, you're in Europe. Saeed is in Switzerland. So would you look at that? I thought it's gonna be a Sunday night full of North Americans, but we got Europeans. All right. Yeah, Europe. All right, here we go. That solved my problem, but did it turn things down? Maybe a little. I don't have the standalone app. I got what I got. I think now my tom tools. Wow, for the first time I'm happy with my toms. Would you look at that? I'm banning cymbals from my next album. Y'all watch. Alright, let's hear it in context. I don't know if my bass is good, but let's just come to it from the back. Leave us alone. Oh, you see what's happening? My computer's like, nah, you can't hear everything together when you're streaming. Yep. I don't know how further I can go. Past, leave us alone. Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through. Nope, I guess we can't hear the whole thing on a stream. My computer's like, nah. Let's see, what can I offload? What can go? What is this kernel task taking up all my... No, but really it's Reaper and OBS, isn't it? 183% of my CPU is Reaper, so... Yeah, you can't have all the time. Is that played on MIDI drums? No, that is real drums. Yeah. No, I'm not even gonna ask them to play softer. I am banning cymbals from my... I'm never writing anything for cymbals. I'll write for cymbals in a film because they're a good like shh transition. But I hate the sound of cymbals. Can I just go up? I don't think this will work. I think there's definitely a upper limit to how much buffer size you can set. That worked. I didn't know that my block size, I can request 4096. Now this is a request, so your request may be denied. Otherwise I can go to any number, but it definitely helped. As soon as I set it to 96, like we had a few hiccups, but we could hear the song. So there you go. You can set your block size. Now I want to get greedy. Can I go to 8192, right? Did I do the math right? Yes. Thank you, math. Let's see, I'm just going up in buffer size. Yeah, now I feel like this didn't really make a difference, but this definitely did. I'm going to save a snapshot. And now I have something meaningful to call my snapshots. Mix at stream 3. Would you look at that? I think I want to touch more sub. Another thing I can do is to see who I can freeze. 10%? Jesus. What are you talking about 10%? I don't even have keys here. So there we go. That's 10% out. Guitar plate. You definitely need to be offline. Snare top. What do I got on snare top that's taking up so much shabloinksies? Nothing. Ain't nothing but a thing. Should I freeze it? Well, it's 1%. Really? Yeah, it was the guitar plate. Yeah, Steve Gould, yeah. Yeah, like honestly, certain people can pull off a cymbal. But there's a band called, I guess I can't play them here. Yeah, I forgot that there are rules up in here. But there's a band called Alt J. I don't know if y'all know them, or Delta. Because if you press Alt J on a keyboard, you get a Delta symbol. So I don't know if they meant to be known as Alt J or as Delta, but hipsters call them Delta and everybody else calls them Alt J. So their drummer has like 0 cymbals. And I think that's pretty cool. Look at this, huh? He's got a splash, I guess maybe now. That's a cool drum set right there. And you can see the dude, so that's another thing. You know, get rid of your cymbals. People can actually look at you. And I love looking at the drummer. If I'm at a show, I'm just looking at the drummer. I don't know about y'all. But they usually smell too bad after the show, so that's the plight. Would everybody here yell at me if I said now I miss cymbals? Now I'm like, hey, a little bit of cymbal. But you know, like my man Dan World says, mixing is iterative. All of this is signaling to me to get up on out of here. Why is this? Oh, okay. I guess don't show any GUIs. I'm pretty happy with the way drums are sounding so far. Now I'm unhappy with the way guitars are sounding, because that's what it'd be like, wouldn't it? Don't it be that way? It do be that way. You fix a thing, you get another thing, you gotta fix that thing. So yes, next up will be guitars and bass, and then maybe I'll ship this song. And oh, there's a whole other drum gotta mix. But yeah, I'll do that later because I was just here for an hour or something. It's been a big day. Sundays are big days, big day. And yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. If anybody else has a random Reaper question or comment or thoughts on the mix, hit me, and otherwise we can call it a day and and come back. I have some ideas for this which I was struggling with last time, and the first idea is get rid of these two things and build another thing for the guitar cello bits. And figure it out. Will they see fear in our eyes? Our newfound friend. Already just getting rid of those really kind of cleared everything up, but yeah, I have an idea of doing some fancy stuff here, and that's what we'll do next time. And of course I still gotta mix the drums because I separated the drums because this bit is just too quiet, this bit is really loud. You can't really mix. It's not like the same settings will work on both, and I actually want different things from each one. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm removing tracks left, right, and center because of reasons. And yep, that's what we'll do. Take care of yourselves. I will make a tutorial at some point too. I'm going to be taking a break at the end of December for like 2 weeks. So I want to pump out a bunch of stuff so that people who watch the Kenny Joya thing and subscribe to me don't go away. But I just don't. I don't have time to make tutorials. So hopefully some of those people like streams. Alright, that's enough yappage. Adios, my good muchachos. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. All of that. All of that.